Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. So as you can see, the crops over here are growing very nicely, but the canola, which was actually drilled at the wrong time of the year, it was only a month too late, but it was still the wrong time, is showing no signs of growth. So this is interesting. The field over there has germinated, this one's germinated, so that's all good. So it may be that we get absolutely nothing out of the canola field. But even if that is the case, it was still an interesting experiment. Just goes to show how strict it is. But there is still time, it might germinate, although it is May, and yeah, the canola should germinate in late autumn. So, well, mid to late autumn. Yeah, it's not looking hopeful. Anyway, let's just move a few of these honey pallets across. Of course, we do have the pallet limit. I'm trying to sell all the pallets that I can. Any more? Maybe? Nope, I don't think so. Unless, of course, we've hit that pallet limit again, which we probably have done. Yeah, I think really today would be a good day to work in the olive grove. Because that olive grove has not been fertilised. It won't take too long. As I established last time I did it, it was actually pretty fast. And actually, yeah, also, if the grass over here is grown, I might cut that first. Let's just take a look. Our brand new field next to the vineyard, and yep, you can see the vines have gone green. They have their leaves, they look lovely. No, not much progress with the grass, but again, there is time. That will be a good length fairly soon. So, yeah, it's going to be a good idea to get a double application applied to the olive grove. How much do we have over here? Looks like we have a pretty decent amount. I reckon, yeah, 124,000 litres. Yeah, I think we're going to have enough there to do it all without bringing another load up. So, oh, we've already got 34% in the muck spreader. But we will get it filled up because it does consume it very quickly. I won't do my usual trick and ignore the double application rate. We're going to activate it straight away. So there we go. And, well, we can begin. It's just one of those jobs that we have to do, but I just love the fact that we can do a double application rate. Because, if I had to do this twice a year, it doesn't sound like much, but yeah, for these videos, that's a lot of episodes of just muck spreading this same area. And we're off. Okay, so I do 10 miles per hour here. Wait, it's 11. Okay. So I'm just going to keep heading up and down. I'll try not to forget where I have and haven't been. But essentially I miss one every time. So we've gone down this row. I don't go up the next one, I go up this way. It's a pretty tight turn actually, but yeah, I go up this one here. And I'm going to have to keep filling up pretty often, because we are applying a great deal. That's how we're getting the double application. I hope we can make it to the top each time. Yeah, looks promising. So if I can keep this next time lapse to about a minute, we can get this whole lot done in a minute's time, which would just be great. So that'd be really good if we can do that. And then we can move on. We do have the other grass field that might have grown. Actually, I'm quite surprised that the one over in field number 2 has not grown a bit more. But there you go. That's just the way it is. Seasonal growth. Okay, which one was it? It must be this one. Okay, right. Well, I will continue, and I will see you in a second. the final run, and then we're done. We will have to do the cultivating and flailing and that sort of stuff, but we do have a great deal of time before we have to do that. Well, we could do it now, but there's no point. It's only May. These don't get harvested until October time, so we can probably do it August, September. That'd be the best time to do it. And I believe we get a 5% bonus. It might be 10%. I think it's 5. But that is still extra, so we'll be able to produce more olive oil. Okay, when we get to the end, I'll check the map, and hopefully it's looking really good. Should be fully fertilised, because I have gone down every other one, which should be enough to cover it all. Yep. Don't know what that little piece there is about, but these lighter bits here are grass. That's probably grass, potentially. Okay, right, so let's just put the back down. We're going to head up, well, it would be good to empty it actually, but anyway, we're going to head up to the new storage shed. Probably have to keep the spreader outside, but we'll put the tractor inside. That is where we need to be anyway, in the future, for this tractor to pick up the cultivator and the flail. I think it's a great place to put the shed. It actually really looks natural. Doesn't just look like it's been dropped there, even though it has just been dropped there by me in the previous episode. So it's getting a bit congested. Where can I put the muck spreader first of all? I think, well, I suppose it's not really going to hurt just putting it here. It will be okay. Looks a little bit untidy. And we can put this into here. There we go. This would be a fantastic workshop. I can only dream of something like this in real life. It's bigger than my garden. Anyway, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the farm. We're going to check upon that grass field. I suppose we should check upon the animals as well. Try and find a tractor close to it. Okay, I don't think any tractors are near to it. We've got loads of egg pallets. Thing is though, they're not much good to us at the moment because we have not got any more flour. Which reminds me, we should be taking some oats to the flour production, to the mill, so that we can resume the donut production. I won't use that tractor, it's going to be quite tricky to get into the grain mill. We will use the Fastrac, and then once we've done that we can check upon the grass field. But yeah, judging by fin number 2, it looks like it's probably not going to be ready to cut. We're just in that phase at the moment where we're waiting for things to grow. There we go. Could use the lorry. Oh, I was hoping my trailer was here. Wow, great. I think it must be down at the bottom then. Maybe I should use the lorry. Thing is, I don't want to take a full lorry load of oats because we do need the oats for the cereal production. Although having said that, even the cereal production has come to a standstill because we run out of raisins. But the vineyard will soon change that. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, the class trailer is just here on the right hand side. For a moment there I thought, no, I am wrong, but no, there it is, lurking just behind the straw bales. Okay, so we'll give the contents of this trailer to the chickens, the sorghum. I really don't know if there's too much here for them. I have a feeling they'll take it all. I haven't checked to see how much they have. Yeah, that must have almost filled it though. That was quite a bit. Okay, so we are passing this grass field, but yeah, as you can see, it really does not need to have anything done to it. It's been fertilised, it still looks really short. So we'll fill this up with oats, and, well, if there's absolutely nothing to do, then we can move on to June, once we've started the production, and then in June we'll have some flour, which I could, hopefully, set to distribute, and it should go straight to the donut production. I was hoping to swing round there, but it turns out the trailer is completely in the way. I should have just backed in to begin with. Okay, so we have, I think, about 33,000 litres. Yep, we do. Happy to take about 20,000. Is that a bit much? 15? We'll do just over 15. We can also make sorghum flour, but we don't really want to, I don't think. I'm going to be keeping the sorghum for feeding to the chickens, but hopefully this year we'll actually be able to draw some wheat, which I'd much prefer to feed to the chickens instead of sorghum. The grain mill. Here we are. So we'll tip it over here. I'll have to activate the production. I don't think we have any pallets. No, we don't. Yeah, I should have done this a day ago, actually. Should have done it first thing when I started this episode. So we'll just go into productions. We have oat flour, activate. Yeah, so that needs to be deactivated because it's run out of... Well, I could leave it activated. I should have turned it off about 3 months ago. Probably worth keeping it on now, though, because we are going to have some more flour. But do we want to keep making bread? I don't know. I think I will just keep it going. That has run out. The furniture has run out of planks, finally. Okay, so that means we're going to have to get some trees. For the first time in a very long time. Although... Yes, that's just been deactivated when it shouldn't have been. Well, no, it probably should have been, it's just it will have maxed out. So it's just a waste. Okay, so that resumes everything there, that's good. Anyway, enough of that. We do though, we are getting close to requiring wood. So I might have to go back into the forest and see what kind of trees we want to get rid of. Part's back over here for now. We'll just pop it into there. But yeah, we are just really waiting for things to grow. Even the grass, if I could just do some grass work, that'd be great. In fact, it's very unusual to have what feels like nothing to do. Okay, I probably should feed all the chickens actually. But the sheep are fine. If I just go over to the McCormick tractor, which is lurking here, we will empty this and that should get the trough here to the maximum capacity. So today's episode has turned out to be a bit of a bits and bobs video. We're doing a bit of everything. That's good, and there's still 25% left in the mixer, so we don't have to do another mixture yet. We have loads of ingredients. So I think, yeah, we'll get a tree. If we can get a tree, we'll take it over to the sawmill. We can actually deliver trees directly to the carpentry, which is probably a good idea as well. I think we'll probably do both. We can then start the production, the second furniture production, because we have the plank one and we have the, what's it called? Did they just call it wood? Yes, the wood production. So I don't know if it actually doubles production, having both of them going, but I'm sure it can't be a bad thing. I love this view. This is a great place to be. We can see over all of our fields, and all the neighbours of course, and our olive grove. Very busy road today. So, as you'll know if you've been watching this series, or in fact just watched even one episode, the forest which I planted is down here, looking beautiful. Must have been so many episodes ago that I did this. Feels like yesterday, but no, it must have been December. In real life, December, and it feels like just less than a month. Unbelievable. So yeah, I think probably the pine trees, or well, fir tree, pine tree, whatever, one of the two. anything which is like super straight, easy to process. And ideally, if we can fill it through a big gap, one which isn't on the edge is best, because otherwise it's going to look a bit open. So watch out, cars. There's a lunatic with a chainsaw. Hopefully, it falls straight through that gap. Lovely. And no cars were crushed. Thing is though, in this game you can't actually do that sort of thing. This isn't Grand Theft Auto. It would just, well, probably just push it out of the way actually. Ah, the yellow car. If only it had been a bit sooner. It's the yellow car that I always crash into, and it always crashes into me. Well, that would have been a new one. It would have been a good way of stopping it. Okay, so just gonna keep pruning. We're almost there. That's outside of my boundary, so I'm gonna have to pull it back a bit. Let the car go. Well, maybe. Keep it there for a while. There we go. Right. Stacking cars. Hello. Looks a bit cramped in there. I've only just realised all the drivers are wearing the same thing. Huh. What about this one? Yep. Funny, you don't really notice that sort of thing until you start doing weird stuff like running up to everybody's window. Okay then, so let's get that cleared. Get the traffic jam to go. Off we go. Blame the yellow car. And how many pieces can we get this into? Maybe 4? 4 should be okay. That's a big piece. And yes, I'm going to load these up manually. So if we just back around the corner, gonna have to block the road again briefly. Put the strobes on, just to warn everybody. And I think we'll start with the biggest. I'm hoping this will be enough to keep everything going for quite some time, because before I'm sure I only delivered about 2 or 3 trees, and that's kept us going for months. Not as in months in the game, months in real life. I haven't delivered trees for quite some time. I might have the odd one lying around. Okay, there we go. Put some straps on. I do apologise, cars. I'm sure you're just going in circles though. Isn't that the same cars? Okay, so we'll just get to a clearing, back around a corner, and we'll head off to the sawmill and the carpentry. Yes, do I have a log up here? I might do. I do. It is lurking next to the plough and it's been there for ages. There we go. But I think once I've done the chickens, we'll be able to move on to June. It's all nicely strapped. Yeah, I'll probably do mostly to the sawmill to create planks, and then we'll just put a few into the wood carpentry. Ah, it's that yellow car again. Okay, I'm thinking if we can put, let's see now, that medium-sized one into here. So if I just press the button. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's just take a look and see how much we actually have. Pretty sure it's empty. Yep, so wood is It is now 1,190. That gives us an idea of how much we're going to get in total. So I think that one and this spiky looking thing, they can go here. So 1190, 15. No, that actually gave more than I was thinking. In fact, yes, we'll do 3. 3 to here. 1800. And then we'll see how much we can get from these two. I'm going to turn these into planks. So where's the button for here? I always lose it. There it is. Let's just first of all check. We currently have 26,370. 29,783. So that's good. Anyway, there's no point in delivering that if we're not going to activate it. Is it already activated? No. Activate. So there we go. That's all good. Yeah, I'm not seeing the wood chips. Should we set it to selling? It's probably a good idea. We've got a few more pallets. I don't know what the price is currently like. I don't think it's any good. Then again, it could be the best month ever. 6733. Yes. How did I not even know? I must have checked in the previous episode. The thing which I've got my mind on most of all is actually the olive oil. The price for olive oil is supposed to be at its best in June. But then it's not always what it says. Sometimes it can be the month prior. Because, well, yeah, it's just going on historical prices, I believe. It's not necessarily going to be as good. It might be even better, though. So this is going to bring in a fairly decent amount of money. I will check the price for olive oil because it is close to the time when it's going to be good, and we're going straight past it, so it's going to be worth taking a look. 8635. Close. I think it's going to be worth waiting just a bit longer. We should be able to get £200 or £300 per 1,000 litres extra. Okay, just quickly strap those. And we'll head off to the farm shop. It's a wonder the farm shop actually can cope with the amount of stuff that we deliver to them. They must have a lot of people buying, because I deliver so much. 10,000 litres of furniture. They like to buy in bulk. I'm expecting about £60,000, I think. £67. Lovely. Right, okay, so I'm going to put this down at the olive oil production building, which is literally just down here. And then in June we can get them all. Well, actually we could load them up now, which is probably not a bad idea. So when we do eventually get onto the next month, which might be this episode, we can just sell them. I don't think there'll be too many to spawn. How many to spawn? Potentially 4, but of course we've got this limit again. I've seen a few comments saying that there is a mod to remove the limiter, but I have not seen it. I did search for one. It might come under another name. But that's a start. Okay. Ah. I think it's helped selling the furniture. So, no, we do still have 1,999 litres. So that is going to have to be dispensed at some point. Pop this over here. And we're done. So, let's move on. The chickens need their food. Sorghum, 23,000 litres. Well, the ones down there have already had quite a bit, so I think, well, 10 to 12,000 litres should be enough. Whatever we don't use, we can just keep in the shed again. It's actually very handy doing that. We could probably sell the snowplow. I haven't actually used it for many years. We do own it. Okay, so these will be requiring quite a bit. Oh look, another honey pallet. Maybe another one will appear. I think they are just waiting to spawn. It's all to do with there not being enough space for pallets. In fact, we'll be better off moving them and putting them into the cereal factory. Okay, so we do have 3,000 litres left. It can go back to where it started. I'll grab the telehandler. We do have 2 wall pallets over there. Yeah, I was going to grab the telehandler and move the honey pallets. Also, we've got the chicken pallets, which are stacking up. But what to do with them? Do we sell them? Do we put them in the donut factory? Maybe they're needed at the bakery, actually. They will take some. Many things to consider. Again, the price for eggs is actually really good in June, so it might be worth selling some, but I'm not going to sell them all. I'm going to put some of them into the bakery in just a minute. I think the donut factory has enough. But anyway, there we go, that's the honey. That gets rid of those pallets. Go and pick up the other egg pallets. Oh, it'd be so good if the cheese is at a good price. Look at all this. Ah, cheese must be pretty good at some point soon. June is where it starts to climb. July is even better. September, yeah, we're just in this period where things aren't great. I've stacked the cheese up. I'm going to sell the rest. With the button now set to distributing, that's going to reduce the amount of pallets that we have lying around. But this will clear a good load. So yeah, I'm going to go and give as much as the bakery wants to the bakery, and then we're going to rest. Get the price really good, and then we'll go and sell everything here. And we'll sell the olive oil, but hopefully by selling all of this, that'll free up a few pallet slots so that we can dispense the other pallets of olive oil. Yeah, I think overall it's not going to take much. Oh crikey, that's where my pallets are. We've still got all the sugar here. Well, I think this is obviously a big part of the problem. Since the sugar factory is currently set to distributing and there's 95,000 litres of sugarcane still processing, it's going to be wise to load this up and sell it. We've got to clear this mess. The bread is going to be at a good price soon. Well, when I say soon, I mean September and December. But there we go. The load of partial pallets are on board. That gets them out of the way. I know we can actually pull into here, and hopefully it'll take a few pallets of eggs, but I don't think it's going to take much. If any pallets. Okay, so everything else is just going to be sold. This should be quite impressive, but this is good. This is definitely the problem. This is why I've been hitting that limit continuously. We've got loads and loads of pallets, which are only about 10% filled. So yes, these have to go. We're into June. We've got another pallet there. That's good. And we may actually be 1 litre away from having that last pallet. We might not be able to get it. That would be such bad luck. But as soon as we put some more olives in there, they'll start processing, and that'll push it up and we'll get another pallet. So we'll just have to wait, if that is the case. But first, let's clear this backlog. Should still be some pretty good money here, even though it looks like a total mess. Yes, as suspected. That's it. Yep. So over £94,000 there. Very, very good. I'll go back over to the olive oil factory and we'll pick up the truck. What a day it's been though, sorting stuff out. Making decent money whilst we're at it. Right, so yeah, 999 litres, so we did not have enough by 1 litre, which is quite astonishing. But that is a very good amount of olive oil. Doesn't look like much, but that is good. That's a lot of bottles. And I've just checked the price, and this is a very fine example of it not necessarily being a better price. So actually May had a better price, I believe. So yeah, it is wise to be wise, and also not to be too greedy, even though obviously we want to maximise profits. But even so, £67,733, which I think is a good way of finishing the episode, with 364,000. So, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Next time I'm really hoping we can do some more field work. We should be able to. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.